Right, I'm just casting Bilbo and Nick's games, which I missed. I'm going to cast them from the start. The first game is Bilbo on Marlians and Nick on JD. Let's have a look. So we're on Flankwoods. Both Flankwoods on solo is very different to team games. There's less in the middle and it's more kind of on the sides. This map's really great for double bore. So for I think I want to say boar sieve, but at the same time you got five lots of berries on each side as well. It's an interesting map. So yeah, there's a lot of food on this map, but you need to work for it basically. But this is just lovely. The double boar and look at this: deer, boar, gold. You really need to be secure in this. Layout wise, it's pretty even. I'd say pretty even. Let's get the sheep. A lot of sheep down the sides here. I think the best route is going straight to here and walking up here, and you'll get the sheep on the top here as well. You should. Yeah, this is great from Nick. I like this. And then Bilbo is around the back. He's got a lot of sheep, and he's done the same. This is where all the sheep are. There's a couple there though, which Nick will probably get. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. Let's put it on 2x speed. Otherwise, I'm going to be here for 2 hours. So Marlin's going to want to be left alone here. Bilbo's going to want his cow boom, and Nick's going to obviously put pressure on. So it's going to. I think Nick's going to give Bilbo a very hard time here. One second. So Nick's done better on sheep. That's great. Marlin doesn't really need it. Bilbo loves this Saharan trade network tower, but I don't think it's that good. If you're not trading, I think it's a waste. I think you can just build a normal tower, no? I think it does a bit more. Access to tower post comes with defensive javelin emplacement research. Unlock javelin emplacement for outposts. All traders and trade ships tax generate food. Yeah, see, I think this is a waste of a landmark. I think honestly you could put a tower or two here to protect your gold mine, your berries, or your cow boom. I just think this is a wasted landmark. Also, I think the Marlian... I mean, Marlian's a really strong civ, but their landmarks are a bit lackluster, right? In general, all of them. Nice wall here from Bilbo to protect the wood line. Protect from those knights that are going to be incoming now. Nick is double scout. That's where he can really get a massive sheep advantage, double scout. But I guess this outranges a normal tower, right? Look at the range, it's crazy. And it's a javelin as well, so... Yeah, the raw damage from it is much... Well, it's higher. It's, yeah, 12. 12 damage. No villagers there to be gotten. Nick's gone with the ranged Jean d'Arc. One trade post. This is definitely not a trade map, is it? One trade post in the middle. It's horrible, isn't it? I would like to see Nick get on the ball. Oh, he's going for a second TC. Up against Marlian, I guess he's going to need to keep up with the eco, but I would like to see Nick out on the balls. He needs to kill the JD anyway, so... I mean, there's 5,000 food of boar here for Nick. That takes him all the way to Imperial, probably. Along with the berries and the deer. It's a lot of food. I would like to see maybe the boar in the middle, just so people can fight for the boar a bit on this map. It's just such a great raider map, isn't it? It's such a JD French map, especially with Bilbo going to be going out to resources. Not a fan of these. There's no space for the... okay, the Calvim's going out here. This is an okay mine, but this one's a bit scuffed, isn't it? Can you get houses here? I'm not sure if you can. Oh, okay, you can get a house there. Goes over that tree. Yeah, it's not going to be too bad, is it? Nick's killing the boar, but he's not getting on the boar, which is weird. So much food. It's the fastest food income you can get. And with Marlian being on, you know he's going to go for eco. You're safe. He's safe on the boar. It actually puts him ahead because Marlian can't get on the boar. So we've got early walls coming up from Bilbo. And he's just playing very defensive with Donzos. Nick did look for raids. He couldn't find any. The Saharan Trade Network is protecting a lot. So Nick's just going to try and boom with him. It's a fast castle here. Guildhall. Nick loves Guildhall and he loves markets as French and he overuses them. I hope he can store up some interest in here because it grows faster and faster and faster the less you use it. So. Normally you use this landmark to go on food or gold and then you can get fast imperial with it. If you can save 2,000 or 3,000 gold or food and just go and imp with it. Then you can drop a red palace. I mean, a red palace in the middle would be nice. Army's scary from Marlian here. So Marlian is obviously 1 TC Calvin. He can make units. Nick's gone 2 TC fast castle, which means there's 0 units. He's got 5. But this could actually be GG. He could actually dive the base here. Has he got jabs in there as well? Only 2 jabs. So everything gets annihilated by TC, so yeah, he can't really dive in TC. Nick is going to archers, which is the right move. Archers is a very good counter to Marlian, because obviously they go archers, they got Donzos, and they got Musafadis. But you will see Donzos come out soon. And the jabs are just very hard to micro at a low level. So archers are very good into Marlian. Or siege. Nick doesn't seem to be raiding. What I do if there's walls up, I normally click a unit into the back of the opponent's base and it will find a hole in a wall, it will find the villager building the wall. But I guess with this big opening here, it will just go through there. It's a very scary army from Bilbo here. So his villagers are 25% cheaper. Do you think it's worth using the consecrated building on the town centres? Because villagers are only cheap anyway, and you cap out on them. Okay, 37 food, but wouldn't it be better to save the 20% on knights and horses? You get so much more out of it. Because you don't get the villagers faster, so what's the point? You'll save a lot more on military. He's already used the... So let's track this. We're on gold. He's at 40 gold. Let's see when he pulls this out. JD's about to go up in age. Oh no. He's going for the relics, but they're being protected. So relics going to... I think he will get all of them apart from 1. Maybe Nick gets 1 relic. Oh, okay, he's got 1. I think Bilbo will get the rest. Because Bilbo's covering the relics. He's got 1 there, he's got 1 there. There's 1 in his base, there's 1 on the way back. So Bilbo will get 4 relics here. A lot of horsemen from Nick. Why is he making horsemen, not knights? I don't understand why he would make horsemen, not knights. You just want kind of mass archer into this. JD's getting lots of experience though. She's about to go up, but this is not good. This is horsemen into Donzos. If you're going to go horsemen into mine, you need to get the horsemen at the back, archers at the front, or even go get some men at arms out. So he's got 140 in there now. He hasn't pulled it yet. got plenty of gold. Okay, he's got to keep going. He's fearing now. He knows that the Malian army is getting out of hand. And really, you need siege for this. I think that springs will be really good into this. Okay, he's going to look for a raid. It's the right thing to do. I like that. He won't find anything. He's looking at the goal because this is a perfect. I think you can get houses in there. Okay, good raid. Going in. Dead. Maybe get some damage on this. Oh wow, that's a quick dead JD. Nick's looking for damage. And the whole army's coming back here. This gives Nick room. I mean, Nick could split off and look for other food sources. Has he got a scout in there? He doesn't have a scout in there. 2 villages there. Nick's eco's looking good. He's not as strong as mine in eco, but he's getting there. And he's still got the ball there. He's going into keeps. He's playing defensive here. But this is GG. This is almost pop cap, and he's still going into horsemen. Archers are not firing. And Bilbo's gone Imperial. Nick pulled again. Nick's pulled again from the guild hall. You need to let that sit for 5 minutes, really. Upgrades coming in through for Nick. It's just a scary army. These must be poison arrows. Yeah, they're poison arrows as well. I think Nick's just let him cook too much. And I played against Bilbo's Malian, and it's just this landmark. Even though I don't like it, it is strong in feudal. You can't push the cow boom. You can't push unless you fully commit all in feudal. You can't do much damage. So much production coming up here, and university upgrades soon as well. Engaging into the horsemen with spears is just not good. You want to get the horsemen on the back line here. They can do so well, but maybe micro these archers. The archers can sit on the front line all day long, getting damage out. Okay, we've got Sofa coming out now. So what we need from... So he's got a lot of archers, which is great. I'd stop on the horsemen. I'd do men-at-arms. Just go men-at-arms. Because you just need to kill this army, and then he has to do a switch. He's pop capped, so he hasn't got Musafardi in there, but nothing to do with men-at-arms. The poison archers would do okay against it. But the horsemen going on the front line is just not good. And we could also be microing these. Oh no, the knights are dead. 1 villager kill so far, and that's from Bilbo into Nick. Okay, more archery ranges, that's good, I like that. Nick's eco is almost capped there, he doesn't need much more. Bilbo is ahead in score. They've both got a lot of upgrades. Keep's going to go down probably. I don't know what this Treb's for. Is Treb in the Trebs? I don't think he needs a Treb because he's on the defence. This would have been better as a Mangonel or a Springle. And again, the horsemen on the front line against all of those. Jab, all of those, yeah. Okay, he's cleaned up the front line, now we can get on the archers, but all the horsemen are dead. And he's shooting the... There's your manga now, which is great, but that will die. This is a misplay, this Treb. Now, Bilbo's just got so much resources, and Nick, he's got a good income, but he can't sustain an army with it, and he's going into horsemen again. What? And we've pulled from the guild hall again. If he left this from the beginning, this would be like 3,000 or 4,000 gold. He can just go mass knights, and at least you can trade into the jabs with knights. You can't trade into the jabs with horsemen. There's no... You remember, Marlin don't have crossbows. So knights are very strong against Marlian. And then we're going to have some sofa raids coming down to the farms, which are unprotected. JD is not max level yet. I think he can take a fight under the keep, although he is shooting sofa with the archers. Very hard to micro this that much, but it's GG. It's been GG for a long time. Is there Musafadi gunners in there as well? Like, let's see, yeah, there is. And Nick's still going into Horseman. I don't understand. He's pulled from the Guild Hall again. He's probably got a total of about 500 resources from that Guild Hall. He keeps pulling from it. It's an interest-based system, so the longer you leave it, the faster it grows. This is just getting good. This is GG. It's the wrong unit comp. Okay, we've got some knights in there now, which is great, but it's too late. And this is Imperial versus Castle Age units. And the Musafadi gunners are in there now. They're just going to do so much. 41 damage, so much damage. Okay, that's game one. I think Nick's problem there is he's using the Guild Hall too much, and he's making the wrong units. You can go Knight Archer into Marlian quite effectively as well, because they've got no crossbows. Let me get the next game up. 1 second. So that was flankwards. We've got... Okay, so the next game is Golden Heights. Is it Golden Heights? Yep, Golden Heights. Bilbo on Rus. I like to see that. Nick on Byzantine. Golden Heights. I've not seen Bilbo's Rus, so let's be interested. I would like to see if Nick goes for the early system. Yep, he is at 3. I think 3's too much. I think 3 was meta for a while, but 2's better now. It's 2 on stone, 1 on gold, rest on food. So we've got the hunting cabin up. 8 gold a minute. I think that goes up in a minute. I don't think that's a lot of gold. I would like to see, when playing Rus, you don't know what your gold income is from the hunting cabins. I'd like to have a little widget in the UI to show how much your cabins are getting. So currently it's on 16 a minute, but that will go up as the bounty goes up. The bounty is currently at 84, so you'll go up by 10%. With 100, he's looking for 400 bounty to get the 25%. So very tight systems here. Really nice Kremlin here, secures the hunt, which is very important for Rus. Also, you can get some nice cabins in these hidden forests, because if you think this cabin here, this is walled, doesn't need to be walled. That hunting cabin could have been beautiful in there. That'd have been a big hunting cabin. So this hunting cabin currently it's got 22 trees on it. If you put a hunting cabin here, you get these trees here, but you also get all these here, and this is actually a lot. There's like 10 to 15 trees. So a hunting cabin there would be a lot bigger. Even though this looks spread out, it's actually a lot of trees there. So Nick's discovered this in the middle, and this also gives massive range, right? So look at the vision you get on that. It's huge, huge. Great landmark. I love Bruce. So we've got some early horsemen. Nick went for the Imperial Hippodrome. Let's see, because last time I watched him play, he was using it incorrectly. He was using it to escape. He should use it in combat to get the extra 4 damage, I think you get, which is actually a lot. Especially in feudal, it's a lot of damage. Okay, so we've got spears from Bilbo. Nick's looking for damage. Bilbo's on stone. He wants second TC, I guess. Yep. Oh, fast wall from Bilbo. That's a great wall. But didn't garrison villages. Could have got a kill or 2 there. And then another weird wall there. Oh, he's trying. What's this wall? Okay, he's just walling off the map. Okay. Okay, Nick's. So Nick's going into archer, horses. What contract did he go for? Do we know? Oh, he's gone for the javelin thrower. I don't think the javelin thrower is good, but the camel riders are great in the next stage. So Nick's out on all the food sources right now, which is great. He's out on the hunt here. He's out on the berries here. I would be prioritising berries actually, just to get more jabs. I mean, is it worth going for jabs? We've seen this. I don't know. Great in castle against horse archers. If we do see archer range going up, so jabs could be good here if microed correctly. So we've got a bit of everything coming from Bilbo. But this is a big Byzantine army. And he can pump units. He's got 4 systems. This one's not linked. He's missed this. He can just link that up as well. Oh wow, we've got 7 systems. Maybe too much systems. I think this is too much systems. You could put 1 there. And we've got more going down for production. Nick, if played correctly, he's mined too much stone. If played correctly, Byzantine just needs 5 systems. That's all you need. Everything can be, your whole eco could be within 5 systems and all your production. Going up to, maybe you could put 1 out on the second berries or whatever, and that's another system. I'm not keen on this landmark at this stage in the game. I think this is only good for the fast castle in certain circumstances, like a fast castle cataphracts push, get under TC. Yeah, this is great, but late game this is not good. It runs out of flasks too easily, and also you'll be flasking things like the spearmen and stuff. So how many flasks does it have? I'm not sure. How can I check the flasks? Not sure. Okay, we've got first fight. The Byzantine army here is so much stronger. He's got everything mixed in, but this is so much stronger. He does have the knight in there, which they get the buff. We just quickly pause this. So obviously there's a camel in there, so you get 20% less damage on his cav. Bruce. Saint's blade +2 damage, and then Saint's armor +1 armor. So we do have jabs here, but they're not attacking these archers. And we're also fighting under the Kremlin. The Kremlin's okay, but when you got in this stage of the game, it's not as strong. Those are cataphracts. He can trample onto the back line, which would be devastating. But there's a lot of pikes in there. The roost pikes look so good, by the way. It's like a poleaxe, isn't it? So we got food eco from Nick, from Bilbo. Nick's taking all the shoreline fish. I did miss that because I got on 4 times speed. I'll slow it down a bit. Big fight here. Very even. There's the trample, which is great. That will clear up all of this. And Nick wins that fight. These cataphracts are very hard work, and also this odd camel in here is debuffing the roost cav. Okay, we've got to keep going up for Nick. He wants to secure the middle. Good vision. Very nice from Nick here. I like this. This is good. So Bilbo has got this site down here, and this is like triple walled. So I think Bilbo was looking for some sort of sacred victory chance. This will just go down very quick. If you've got a scout in there as well, it'll burn even quicker. You get, I think, 25% torch damage with Byzantine if you've got a scout with them in the vicinity. And now it's now securing the gold mine. There's another berry here. You can take this berry. He's got four. He's only got 8. Nick's only got 18 on food. He needs to do a farm transition. Farm transition is very strong for Byzantine because it's under the cisterns and it's olive groves, so you can get more camels out. So Treb's coming forward. In fact, camels are going to be very strong here. How much oil's Nick sitting on? Okay, so he's spending his oil, which is really good. Nick got the dreaded market up somewhere? I'm not sure. I don't know how to check how many flasks he's got. So he's got this toggle. This is not toggled on. So is he doing it manually? So he's hit. This is really nice from Nick because when he hits the Triumph ability, he gets +4 damage on all his cav. This is a good fight. I think these Magnaus are going to make a difference. But he's ran to them, he can trample these. This is a great fight for Nick, but he's not reinforcing his army fast enough. But it is Byzantine, so it will pop off. There's a lot of villagers out on gold for Nick. This system gives 10%, but it's not linked. I'd like to see this linked to this system here. You could also put a system between here, and a system between here you can put on defensive, which means those keeps will take a lot less damage. Yeah, so they take 25% less damage, which is quite big. So we do have a monastery here, but all the relics are taken. The relic count is in Roos's favour. Roos has got 4 relics. Nick, I guess it has 1 somewhere. He's gone to put a second TC down. I'm not sure where the relic would be. I guess he did miss it. I guess he must have all thought there's a relic somewhere. Oh, it's there. Okay, Nick hasn't got it. Okay. Knights come in for attack. But these are very strong keeps with the emplacements on. I'd like to get burning oil on them as well. But Nick's only got 30 military. He had no food income, right? So he's got these berries here, but he's also... Okay, the production is not in the range of the system, which means it's going to take long to get the army out. This should produce very fast, but his food income is getting better. Let's look at Roos. Roos's hunt, he's nearly under 1,000, which means 15% food gather rate, 40% more gold from the cabins. Just needs a bit more food. But he went for the He went for the Abbey at Trinity to get the fast relics. Oh, he's hit Triumph too early there. Nick's going to lose this fight, I think. That's a Spassky Tower going down to get ground. Great from Bilbo there. He knows he's going to win the fight. So Nick's food incoming straight. He's got 54 on food now, which is great. So he has done a full farm transition. It's all in the... Yep, so they're all within systems as well. So Nick's food income is going to go through the roof now. Nice trample onto the siege. And then you've got the flask coming through. Spassky Tower's up, and that's Imperial. And that also offers stone walls. 10,000 health on that tower, on that card. Crazy. Compared to a normal 5,000. It's twice as much HP. All the emplacements on it, and now Roos can build stone walls. So Roos is just going to stream in now. This tower's gone down. Kremlin's not back up yet, but we do have this massive tower. Look at that. Crazy. Spazzy tower. No Imperial upgrades. Type Barn's coming through. Imperial Knights coming up through for Bilbo. Bilbo can also get back on this site, get the Sacred Site ticking as well. And all this front base is now gone. Nick is on the gold here, and he finished that gold. Roos now has access to. Roos is on all the rest of the gold, basically. Keeps everywhere. 36 minutes in. And Roos also has this really nice fishing economy. So these boats don't actually have to drop off. I think they get like 45 food. But Nick's able to raise an army very fast with the systems, though. Very fast. The production speed is so quick. What is that, like 7 seconds on a horseman or something? Mate, these are still feudal horsemen. Oh no. But Nick could actually look for it. Oh, he hasn't got much on gold. He's out of gold. He's got no gold left. He even needs to. He can't trade. He's lost. He's got no gold. It's just going to be. That's going to force him into pikes and archers, which is probably a good thing because it's just mass elite Roos knights now with all the upgrades. So yeah, mass pike for Nick is probably going to be good. And these are such great spears as well. And a defensive stance increasing movement speed by 20%, attack speed by 25%, and range damage taken by 30%. They can sit under TCs all day and keeps and just torch. Again, we're using Triumph here when you're about to go into a fight. You should save it for the fight. But, okay. Not the worst fight for Nick here. And Nick is obviously losing a lot of units, but he's making units so quick because his food income is very good now. Not as good as Roos. I mean, Roos's income is crazy, absolutely crazy. Hunting cabins everywhere. I mean, that first hunting cabin that was generating 18 is now generating 20. Bit better. I mean, they need to buff it really. Whatever. Keep going up for Roos on the Sacred Site. This looks like he wants a Sacred Site victory as a fallback. But it could be over a lot quicker than that. Nick's got no gold. Lots of food and wood, no gold. So just pikes into this is going to be great. Pikes and camels. But the army's too big and the Roos economy is just too strong now. But Roos hasn't got his full bounty yet. We've got some side raids coming in. Wants to get on eco. Nick's food income is 67 on food. It was 70 something. Wants to try and play that war. We can't put a cannon on it. And now these knights are just going to be streaming in. They're absolutely pumped knights as well. Nick's just strangled for gold. He can't go Imperial. He can't go for trade. Just got no gold income. Mass spears from Nick, which is doing great work. So this Roos army is just going to keep pumping. Look at the map. Oh my days, look at the map production. It's just going to pump, pump, pump. The villagers are doing a good job here, just keeping them out. If Nick just goes mass Liminate here and win some fights and start pushing forward and taking a gold, I mean the gold's depleted though. He can burn the keeps with the spears because they take 30% less damage. This is great from Nick. So many spears on the field. The siege is going down. He can charge with these. He can trample and get on this siege. So there's no spears in there to hold him on. We've got Streltsy coming out as well now. No backline for Nick. There's not really a backline. He can get crossbows, but there's going to be an unlimited amount of knights coming out now. And the what's it we look at? So the farms are everywhere. The golds need to be depleted on the whole map actually, and it's Roos that got it all. And then Roos is just gonna have passive income from the hunting cabins. So Nick can sustain spears all day long. Massive woodline still here. Great food income. What he does need to rely on is his oil. He can get a lot of camels out, which debuff these knights. So camels plus Eliminate, I think, is a good counter to these knights. Well, it is a pure counter, but they're imperial. Gold's depleted, 1 gold left on there. Nick's on the wood line here, then you've got a 2 system on there though. Little pocket economies everywhere. And we've got trade for this as well. And he's called it. Would have been a sacred victory as well. All the sieges. Well played from Bilbo. Very nice. Okay, next game. Let me get it ready. So the next game is Nick on French, Bilbo on Knights Templar. And this is on Dry Arabia. I don't know why Bilbo hates Dry Arabia. It's just the most balanced map in the game. So, is Nick going for a double scout opening? Did he go for a double scout opening? He did, yeah. So Nick's double scout. He wants those sheep. I'll get the sheep count up. Back gold for KT and a stone. Wow, look at this. Imagine having been Zushi here with this. You get the wood, you get all of this. Crazy. And then we've got kind of a side gold for Nick. Back hunt, back bow. Everything's behind Bilbo's base. Got a very good spawn. Nick's kind of all spread out. He's got 2 hunts on the same side, which is nice. Let's fast forward a little bit. No Dark Age barracks or anything. I'm going to stone for KT, which is standard. Second TC. Second TC could go here, right? I mean, it's quite. You can't be able to defend it, but this is so much eco here. So much resources in this one screen. Look, it's crazy. So School of Cav coming up, and Knights Hospitaller for Bilbo. Out on the hunt, which is great, and his boar's there. Where is the other boar? Let's wait the boar together. Nick could actually sneak this boar, I think. If he goes for this boar, he can to get the next one. Oh, the wall's going up. Nick scout there. And there's the first knight. Okay, so Nick's got him off gold. 2 TC is up, but there's no gold income. And this is great from Nick. You can't push double TC, but you can get some damage out on houses and stuff. Maybe you can pick a villager here. Maybe split his knights. Second TC is not going to be that strong at firing, so you've got to get some picks there. So what I'm worried here is food for KT. He's got some berries left. He's got some deer. The deer's running out, but then he's got to go out on this hunt, which he's already out on. Just Nick. This is all walled off. And Nick is just mass knight here. I think this is correct. He split his knights. Good work. And now KT's got no food. The sheep have gone. He's on his last berries. And KT is going to got 2 TC, wants to produce spears, but has no food income, right? 1 on food for KT. Now this is... So now we've got the archers coming out. Can we stop that? No? Okay. Nick plays French so well because he plays it the most. Nice, so he is stopping some pilgrims. He needs to stop the food. Really needs to stop the food here. Oh, the villagers are on the outside of the wall. He just killed 8. And he's put, that's so nice from Nick. He just cleared up everything there, and Bilbo just got no food. Okay, he has got some food. He's going into farms this early, and Nick's just going around. Nick's got a massive amount of archers and stuff here. I'm not a fan of that. Correct, this is good. This is really nice from Nick. And this is GG. Nick's won it. We'd like to get the round on TC, but there's no income for KT at all here. This is over. This was early farms, 2 TC, but he had no food. He struggled with food, and he put his village on the outside of the gate. GG. Well played, Nick. That's really what you got a big army together there. And you somehow, I don't know where those archers come from. You got them out really quick. Well played, mate. So 2-1 to Bilbo.